Hi everybody, Andrew Enters Golf Academy here. Thanks for tuning in and watching today. What are we talking about? Low flying spinning wedge shot is the shot we're going to discuss today. I was watching on TV the other night and I was watching some of these guys hit this low flying wedge. It's quite impressive, isn't it? It's one of my favourite shots to watch the top boys hit and girls. 90 to 100 yards away, into a little bit of headwind, low trajectory, one bounce, stop. Lovely control, great distance control even. So I thought we'd talk about how we play that shot, what sort of equipment do we need to play that shot with. So let's talk about the actual wedge first. I've got a 50 degree Mizuno MP-T5. I'm a Mizuno player, I like Mizuno, but lots of other great wedges on the market. Vokey's, TaylorMade, Callaway, Nike, there's lots of great wedges out there. 50 degree for me works well, but you could equally play this with 52 or 54. The grooves in the wedges need to be good, okay? They need to be sharp. They need to be fairly new wedges to achieve good spin. If the wedges are worn, the grooves are worn or full of mud, you're not going to generate backspin, folks. Well, you'll generate a bit, but not much. So if you can, try and change your wedges every 2 to 3 years, if funds permit, because the grooves will start to wear, they'll start to lose their performance. So if you're not playing a lot of golf, they might last you a lot longer than that. But if you're playing regularly and practicing a lot, then the grooves will become a little bit tired. And a good way of testing the grooves for me is just to run your fingernail sort of through the grooves, and you can kind of feel and you can almost hear the sharpness of the grooves. And you can visually inspect them. And obviously these are brand new, you know, the grooves are in great shape, but when the grooves start healing up and closing over and lots of stone chips and dings, then you're not going to get spin, folks. Next thing to talk about is the actual golf ball that we're going to use. You've got to use a spinny golf ball. Titleist Pro V1s, Nikes, TaylorMades, Callaways, Bridgestones, top of the range, spinny ball, they will generate spin. The cheaper one-piece balls will spin, but nowhere near as much. And I have done other videos where I've compared, you know, sort of harder compression one-piece balls to two-piece, three-piece balls. Massive difference. Anyway, that's enough blubbering on about that. Let's talk a little bit about how we're going to set up to play the shot. For me, pretty simple, really. We're going to get the ball position centre, just slightly back of centre. I'm going to open the stance up, so I'm going to get my feet, hips and shoulders for a right-handed golfer aiming a little bit to the left of target. That just kind of opens up the hips, gives me some room to get the club through. Lean the shaft forward. As the weight goes forward, as you can see, I'm leaning into this left side, 60-70%, leaning the handle of the club forward. That's de-lofting the club a little bit, but it's also going to give me a nice descending blow into the ball, quite a steep angle of attack. And you know, and the way that that backspin's then developed is, as I'm hitting down into the ball, I'm making that ball run up the grooves of the club, generating spin. And we'll get some numbers on how much spin we're generating here. So, GC2's on. I've got myself about 90 yards away from the flag. I've got the green set to soft. I'm going to go ahead and hit some shots here. So, ball just back of centre, stance slightly open. Length of swing, I'm just going to judge it by feel. Let's hit a couple of shots. A little bit thin there. It's okay though. 95 yards, you can see the ball there, just kind of one bounce and stop. Wasn't a great strike, but I'll take it. So again, hands forward, weight forward. Just trying to squeeze that club onto the ball. Keep a nice tempo. Bit thin again, but we'll play it, we'll take it. Not bad. It was a bit thin. It was a bit out the bottom groove that, but I find when I'm playing this shot that some of my best shots I hit are verging slightly on the thin side. It's only really the golfer who knows that you've hit it thin because you get the sort of feedback from it. But, you know, not back to 4 or 5 feet, I'll take it. Let's go one more. That's a better strike. should just be one bounce, bang, and stop. Lovely, enjoyed that one. Let's have a quick look at the numbers here. Let's see what we're getting, shall we? So, spin rate numbers, you can see carry distances was pretty much on the money. Carried it 90 yards, one hop forward. GC2 saying it stops at 93. Total backspin, 7265, 7265. So, generating quite a bit of spin there for quite sort of slow club speeds. So there we are, there's the low flying shot. There's lots of different techniques out there to play this shot. You know, some pros are advocating, you know, no wrist hinge, just keep the triangle. That works really well. Use the body to control the club. Some guys are saying a bit more wrist hinge to get the club steeper into it. As always, go and experiment. Go and try the different techniques, try different ball positions. Try positioning weight forward, try putting the hands forward. It's all about experimenting, folks. It's all feel and touchy stuff, this. So get out on the range. Range balls won't always give you the feedback, but you can certainly practice the technique. So there it is, the low spinny wedge shot. Hope you enjoyed that one. Thanks for watching. Like the video if you like it. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. All the best, and we'll do some more soon.